Good morning. This is Ken. Tesla. China spent yesterday denying a rumor that its Shanghai data center had been emptied out and its FSD team had walked away. Tesla called it false and said it filed a report with the police. But the story here isn't that a rumor was wrong. Tesla has not given up on FSD in China. The rollout still hasn't started. Both of those are true at once. Today I want to work out why. People keep collapsing three different things into one: running the business, getting approval, and shipping the feature to cars. I'll separate them, then give you a watch list. Here's what's circulated. On August 25, posts claimed the Shanghai data center was empty, the FSD team had left, and China wouldn't see FSD for years. Tesla. China responded the next day, false information. The data center is operating normally, hiring is accelerating, and it went to the police. That response covers exactly one of the three things. Running the business, yes, confirmed. Regulatory approval, and shipping to cars, nothing new was said about either. In China, the package costs 64,000 yuan, roughly $9,000. Here's what most people outside China miss. It's a one-time purchase, no monthly subscription. In the US, Tesla killed the buyout in February and went subscription, only at $99 a month. Same software, two different business models. So what does that actually get you today? Some of it works. Highway assist is live, with the driver watching the road. It is not autonomous. The city street capability North American owners have is not fully there. Tesla's own China site says future features need further development and government approval. On May 23, Tesla China quietly changed the product name on its site. FSD came off, so did the word intelligent. The price didn't move. The reason is a February rule from China's industry ministry barring level 2 products from marketing themselves as autonomous driving. The rename wasn't branding, it was compliance. When Chinese media asked Tesla's customer service about this in May, the answer was that Tesla is actively pursuing approval under national regulations and will push the software out as soon as approval is ready. Still working on it. No date. This is the part I'd focus on. The approval date has moved 3 separate times. At the shareholder meeting last November, Musk said full approval would land around February or March. At Davos in January, he said Europe and China might clear as soon as the following month. February came and went, so did March. The most recent official statement came on the Q1 earnings call. CFO Vaibhav Taneja said Tesla was working with Chinese regulators and hoped for approval in the third quarter. Q3 ends September 30. Today is August 27, which leaves 34 days. So the timing isn't open-ended. Tesla set a deadline, and it's almost here. Why does this take so long? Vehicle data collected in China cannot leave China. Mapping has to run on a regulator-approved HD map. Software changes have to be filed in advance. This isn't only engineering. The product has to be rebuilt to fit the rules. And that rebuild is real. The Shanghai data center opened in 2021, keeping data inside the country. An AI training center in Shanghai's Lingang area came online this February. Mapping runs Baidu Maps. The foundation has been getting thicker, not thinner. Here's the counterweight. Tesla's own North American site publishes the list of regions where FSD Supervised is available. 12 regions: the US, Canada, Mexico, Korea, the Netherlands, and others. China isn't on it. That absence is part of what fed the rumor. Worth slowing down here. That list is specifically regions where you can subscribe monthly. China doesn't sell a subscription at all. It only sells the one-time package. So China's absence isn't evidence of being shut out. It also isn't evidence that things are on track. It genuinely reads both ways. There's one more thing feeding this. On May 21, Tesla's international account listed China among the markets where FSD Supervised was available. The same day, Tesla China's own customer service said the full feature set was still under review. Headquarters and the local operation said different things. That's the ground the rumor grew in. There are people caught in the middle of this, the ones who paid 64,000 yuan up front. On May 30, 10 Chinese owners sued Tesla, arguing the advertised capability was never approved and never delivered. The gap between paid for and shipped is already in court. So what would tell you the rollout is close? An approval announcement from Tesla or from regulators? A change to the disclaimer language on Tesla's China site? And an actual over-the-air push to eligible vehicles? A running data center and open job listings do not answer this question. Putting it together, an approval announcement before September 30 means Tesla hit its own target. If the requires approval language disappears from the China site, you're days away. If a push starts and Tesla names the eligible models and regions, the rollout has begun. And if October arrives with nothing, that's slip number 4. Look at what China needed, and you have a checklist for every market. Local data storage, a compliant map, local training infrastructure, naming the regulator accepts, then approval. That's why FSD Supervised is live in the Netherlands and Denmark, but not most of Europe. The pattern repeats. Tesla gets partial approval, announces availability, and the full feature set arrives later or in pieces. Available in your market and you can use everything have not meant the same thing anywhere yet. If you take one thing from this, take this. Musk's clock and the regulator's clock are different clocks. Last November's estimate didn't hold. January's didn't either. Whether Tesla is committed and when approval lands are two separate questions. Here's exactly what we can say. Tesla China denied the rumor and went to the police. The data center is running and hiring is active. The 64,000 yuan package is still on sale. What we can't say is when full approval comes or which part of the process is the real bottleneck. Here's my own read. I think Tesla keeps pushing on certification in every market it's in. Walking away from FSD in a market the size of China isn't something I can picture. Curious whether you see it differently. Let me know in the comments. A denied rumor and a full China rollout are two different things. What matters isn't whether a data center is staffed. It's regulatory approval and software that actually reaches the car. 34 days left on Tesla's own clock. Let's see what happens.
Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.